Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Forgive me. All right. No, it don't want to show up here. We'll see if it gets... We got just a few moments left of practice here, and Checker Flag has waved.
Is there any
in practice.
bonus for qualifying on the pole tonight or no?
There's no bonuses tonight. It's just 100% payout for how many drivers are paid and in.
All right. We got to mute you.
And four, thank you.
Oh, come on now. Get out of the way.
Did you say there's no broadcast? No broadcast? No. Fligger Farms doing the broadcast tonight. So there is a broadcast?
All right. We got to try to get these guys quiet here. Give me a moment here. I get into the dang settings in game. I just got to get something out of my way real fast, as we have qualifying partaking. No, I need this. All right, I think we got it. Okay, that's that. Okay, let's get ready to roll here. We'll come back to this in a moment here, as I see what the heck's going on here. There it goes. It's coming up. There it comes. There we go. Well, we've got interesting camera. All right, whatever. A little chilly here, so that's why you see me in a jacket. And still got some figuring to do here on the camera itself, but we are live here. Let's get back over here to the racetrack. Who is out on track? We got a bunch of drivers out on track here so far. We've got a decent turnout. Brian Henning's out on track. Thought it opened wire to that. It's a better one out there tonight, folks. Alrighty, let's see what the temperature here in Taladega is. Well, we'll get to that. But out on track, where is our drivers at? Come on now, give us something to watch as we are getting them rolling here. Trying to see. There we go. Better as things get going. Driver, come on, where are you? Garrett Monez is out there on track. There we go. There's a driver. Chris Melton out on track, and at number 49, James Wagoner's Welding Machine. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay, as we've done a little bit of adjusting to the mic as well. So hopefully that's working just fine, and everybody can hear me. As we do have, I guess I got to turn that up some, since I redid it. I put some parameters in there to help get it a little better, I guess. Knocking out some of the background noise, but we're getting ready to go. Malik Ray is out on track. As I head on down through here. That's what part of my problem is. I forgot this. It's way up. So that's why whenever I'm talking, it sounded like I was blasting myself. But all better now. Thank you all for tuning in tonight here on the Pole, brought here on the Flicker Farm TV YouTube channel. As we get ready to roll, looking like we got about. No, come on, give us our time here. We got about 10 seconds left of qualifying. There's your laps. I forgot to have that up. Sorry about that. That is my due apologies. As we got Kyler Wynn out there in first with 53.099. Now we're getting to our first heat of the evening. As if you've been following the last couple of weeks, this series is broken down into heats. Therefore, heat number 1. Oh, we have a warm-up. Okay. Something different here tonight. Did we skip the heats? In weeks prior, we've gone and done 2 heats and then done a warm-up. And now it just looks like drivers are just having fun burning it down out there. We got all kind of mayhem out on track. There's Ethan Eckert. Not sure. Okay, so that is correct. No heats tonight. So we got a few minutes here of qualifying. Or not qualifying, warm-ups. Thank you, RC Drifts, for the sub. Greatly appreciated. As we get things situated here tonight, I'm trying to figure out how to mute this in some ways. I just don't want it coming through the speakers as we're racing. And it is. Aha. So we got to mute you. Yeah, that should mute that. So, with that muted, we should be good to go now. Oh, wait a minute. No, we don't want to mute everything. Crap. No, don't want that either. Oh, boy. As looks like we're going to be getting on to some racing here in just a moment. As I still try to figure out something on my end. As we get rolling. And let me make sure that this is set right. Yes. Okay. Where's my audio input here? There. Okay. Well, I'm trying to figure this out. As I am being heard, I'm just not exactly sure through what and how. So, I don't know. Wait. I don't get it. So that should be my road mic, my podcast mic, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working right. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. There we go. Now we got it in. So that should be a little better. And as for Discord, it needs to be quiet. Where do I go for that now? Why am I having such a rookie night here? As we got the white flag or the checkered flag waving in practice, we're getting ready for our feature here. We'll get that grid right up. Kyler Wynn there in first, and at number 20, Cody Nagels there second. Matt Lee in third. Dawson Wise starting fourth. That'll be outside row number 2. Row number 3 is going to consist of Matthew Baker down there on the inside in fifth, with Garrett Maines out there on the outside in sixth. Chase Mistrada out there in seventh, inside row number 4, with Landon Malik out there to his outside in eighth. Malik Ray out there in ninth. And in 10th is going to be Trevor Oswanoth. Richard Elliott out there in 11th, with Ron Morris there in 12th. In 13th, that's going to be Chris Melton with Brian Hennings to his outside. Row number 8 is going to have Sierra Clampert in 15th. Mark Vondell in 16th. Austin Trumbley in 17th, with James Wagoner in 18th. Daniel Falkingham in 19th, with Ethan Eckert there 20th. Austin Green 21st, with Joshua McCullough there in 22nd. Tucker McLeodon there in 23rd. Kenneth McCullough there in 24th. Edward Fielder in the 25th position. Christopher Carter is going to start 26th. Renee Haas there in 28th. Justin Hollings there in 29th. Kenny Reel in that'd be 30th, or 29th rather. As one of the spots is taken up by yours truly. Once again, as I have apparently struggling getting signed incorrectly into the hosted lobbies. Normally I come in as a watch party, but the last couple weeks I somehow ended up coming in as an actual driver, so that kind of messes things up just a tad on my end, but we get it figured out. The driver is going to be going here once we get them set up and ready to rumble as they work down the backstretch. All right, there we go. That'll take care of that. As we come to the green flag, we got 40 laps here at Taladega here tonight. What type of racing are we in store here for this evening? We head on down through here into corner number 1. Green flags in the air. And RC Drips, I'm not sure what you were saying about Discord. I know Discord was bleeping there for a little bit. That's why I had to figure out how to get in there and turn my notifications off. Since I have never done it, it took me a moment to figure it out. I've never had an issue up until this point. So now that's never going to be an issue again, as they are permanently off. So no more issues on that. As we head on down the backstretch, Kyler Wynn out there in first. Matt Lee in second. Matthew Baker there in third. Cody Niggles there fourth with Dawson Wise out there in fifth. As we head down here into corner number 3 and 4, back around out here through turn number 4, back out into that tri-oval as they head on back down through the front stretch. We head on down through here. You can see the likes of down there on the inside lane. Oh, we're going 3 wide here possibly at the start of this as we got them starting to form up there clear against the wall. Now we got them now back down there to the bottom side. That's the 04 of Matt Lee and the 82 of Kyler Wynn. They work down here through the backstretch. A lot of shaking going on already, and we haven't even got into the heat of the race yet, as they have only gone 2 laps around Taladega, working on lap number 2, I should say. So nothing really heavy going on, but they are definitely got some aggressiveness to them up there at the front of the pack. Heading out of corner number 4, back down here into the tri-oval. Sorry, folks, for some reason I got a little bit of a hiccups here tonight, so it's, as I'm talking, some of them try to sneak out as I'm trying to keep them together here. We head to race down here into corner number 1. Malik Ray out there in first. Garrett Maines there in second. Malik Ray already up 8 spots. Joshua McAuliffe up 11 spots. So a couple big movers already here tonight. And we're only on lap number 3 as we got Brian Hennings up 7 spots. Richard Elliott there in third. He's also up 8 spots. Everybody doing what they can out there on track. Try to keep them cars straight as can be as they head on down here through the tri-oval down into corner number 1. Let's go ahead on board here. We'll see who we get on board with. Let's see if we can get a nice gyro cam here possibly or something. We're working at the roll bar here off the roof of Kyler Wynn as he heads down here into the corner. Getting a little tight or something there through the corner. Oh, ends up getting pushed up maybe by the 5 there of Matt Baker as he heads on down here through the backstretch down into corner number 3 and 4 as he's looking back now into that middle lane. And it's just, you can see, folks, how tight that racing is to try to get that car needled in there and to hold everything straight as these cars are going around the track here. Speed around 195 miles an hour in the pack here up front. They're pushing between 190 to 198 mile per hour around Taladega here this evening. Around turn number 2 they go. Heading back out there towards the backstretch. As out front, Malik Ray still holds that lead. Out there, almost getting into that outside wall. That fourth car in line, Daniel Falkingham, I believe, if I'm not getting turned around. But Daniel Falkingham really putting it to it down here as we head down into the corner here. And down into corner number 1 they go once again here. We're now on lap number 6. So a long ways to go yet. And they are 4 wide there for a split moment. As the 04 there of Matt Lee was up there on that high side. Had them squeezed together 4 wide for a moment. I believe it was Matt Lee up on the top side. As we head on down the back stretch, the 7 drops down in front of the 6. Whoa, what a move there. Almost getting punted by the 6 as he gets down there, and that 6 just sucked up to him real quick. Not much chance to react there as they now come out of 3 and heading through 4 down into that trioval once again across in here in front of the stands as we head on down through. It is still Malik Ray. Now Cody Nagels taking the lead down there on the bottom side, being pushed along by Daniel Falkingham. And whoa, he's going jumping up to that high side. Now it's going to hand it over to Daniel Falkingham down there on the bottom side as Falkingham jumps up now. And that's going to drop that bottom lane, or it's going to bring that bottom lane now. This is interesting. I normally see them try to fight that top lane and come through and drop down to the bottom. Here I'm seeing something totally different. We're getting them up here towards the top. But oh no, caution is going to be out as we got problems back here in mid-pack. Coming down here into corner number 2. The 62's around. There goes the...
Make sure you get yourself something to drink there, buddy.
And we got mayhem here. We'll see what happened here as we check the on-the-pole instant replay. As up in front of these folks, you can see everything just starting to go awry here. There was a lot of pushing going on. And it looked like with that 62... if I'm catching it right, there goes the 9 getting involved. Come back up across. There's the 5 of Matthew Baker. He's involved. There's the 12 skating his way on through. Back out there onto the front stretch. Tough break here for a few of these drivers as they have an incident already here about lap number 8 to bring out the first caution of the evening. So as we're under caution, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
So, we got this working. Well, no, we don't have it working. Oh, man, this thing's going to be a problem, isn't it? Ha, 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 ha. All right. So, see how well this works. I don't understand why it's giving problems here like this. But it's definitely wanting to cause its own problem. As you can see, we got a split camera here. Why, I don't know, but it's been doing that on me. I've come to the conclusion that I need a new camera because of it acting up. So, So there we have that one, if it will stay running instead of buffering the whole time. But we got problems there with the green screen on it. And there, it just froze up again. I don't understand it already. We'll have to mess with that another day. We don't have the booth running yet, but obviously you can see we are trying, but it's not working here tonight. We'll get that up and running here for the next race of the week. Hopefully we'll have it ready for tomorrow night with the Roughneck Racing. I believe it would be the Roughneck Racing, if I remember the schedule correct. Oh, here, lap number 10 on the board. As we head on down in here, lights are out on that pace car finally as we come and get ready for the restart. As we head on down through corner number 3 here into corner number 4. Oh, hopefully these changes I'm slowly making to my setups and stuff, it's helping to some degree. But like I said, I learned my camera I have, I bought them used, and we got them from eBay. They worked for a while there when I had Windows 10. I switched to Windows 11, and now they've been giving me some trouble. Come to find out, the cameras I have are for the Windows XP. So they're just slightly outdated, and I'm slowly changing everything over to Razer and Rode for most of my streaming software and gadgets and stuff. So we're going to be switching from the cameras I have, and I'm hoping to get into the a Razer camera at some point. We head on down through off of corner number 4. Pace car is going to pull off. Fred takes it down there on the pit lane. Barney will grab that green flag, and we're going to be green flag racing here momentarily as they come to that restart zone coming out of the tri-oval. Like we said through all of our other races here at Taladega, unlike Daytona where you've seen others race, we have not seen this series race at Daytona yet. As they come down here off of corner number off the tri-oval through that restart zone, getting up to speed, heading down here into corner number 1. And we got them side by side here at lap number 11, heading into corner number 2. Out front is Daniel Bulkingham up there on the outside. Richard Elliott there on the inside, and that 000 Cody Nagels now takes over that spot as he is up there on the outside pushing along Daniel Bulkingham. And right behind them is the 8/3 of Chase Mistrala. Then our battle for 4th rages on. But no, that bottom side's making their way. They're going to try to get that bottom side up into that straightaway. Sorry to hear that, Matt, that your night didn't quite go as you wanted it to, as he was caught up in that accident there. And for that first caution at lap number 7 or 8. Glad to see you're doing okay though, and everything worked out. But they, you didn't no broken arms or anything. Just unfortunate you're out of the race here, from what you're saying. So. Hopefully better luck in the next one there, Matt. I know you don't give up. There's many more to come. I'm quite certain of it. As we're 3 wide coming down there through the tri-oval. 2 wide out front, but you get a little farther back. They are 3 wide. And they get loose. We're going to have to keep an eye on that 76 of Ron Moore's. And they keep it together. Coming through that trio, I thought we were going to see disaster. And 76 gets twisted one way, then the other way, but it manages to keep it straight. As now they head out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Here on lap number 13 as they head into corner number 3, side by side. A lot of aggressive driving here this evening. They head on down through corner number 1. Into corner number 2. 3 wide. Is that not... Well, no, you're touching again. Watch out as they roll down through here into corner number 1. Through the tri-oval, heading into corner number 1. Across the stripe, it's still Daniel Falkingham as your leader with Cody Nagels there in second. Chase Mastrada sitting there third. Matt Lee there fourth. Biggest mover of the race right now is our leader of Daniel Falkingham, who has gained 18 positions to put himself in the front of this racing pack here tonight. Heading down here through the backstretch, he's being pushed along by Cody Nagels. Malik Ray is there in third, up 6th position. Chase Mastrada, there wasn't for it, but now Kyler Wynn takes that 4th spot away as he's being trying to push along down here on the bottom side as we're on board with Kyler Wynn. And Malik Ray jumps there to the high side. And they roll through the tri-oval once more. And you can see just how much these drivers are really wanting to try to get up there for the win. 26 laps to go already here at Taladega, down here in the corner, number 1 and 2. Side by side, and Kyler Wynn gets sideways a little bit coming up there, and there comes the 87. He's going to jump up in front of Kyler Wynn. That's going to stack that top lane up just momentarily as we got them shuffling there through the middle of the pack. Going 3 wide, almost 4 wide there in spots. Cody Nagels there stuck in the middle as they work down here through corner number 3 and 4, and Cody gets up in line. And down there on the bottom side there, you see that Tennessee car driven by McAuliffe. He gets loose, and now he's going around. There goes McAuliffe up here into the outside wall. The 54 involved. That's Daniel Falkingham.
What can we do to
Unfortunately, there what a race that was for him as Austin Trumbley is involved. We got, where'd he go? I know it was one of the McAuliffes involved. It was the number 7 of McCullough. Oh, it's underneath a different number here on the scoreboard. Okay, maybe I was wrong. I thought it was the number 7 McCullough, but it's the 83. Oh. All right, hold on. I might have all my bearings gooped up here. Just give me a moment to see when we take a look at the on the pole instant replay here tonight to see where and how this all unfolded as we watch the McAuliffes right on the bottom side in at 03. There you see all that trouble go up. He goes down. He goes. So the 03 gets through. Joshua McAuliffe, I was completely wrong. McAuliffe was not involved in this one. Clampett was. Clampert. From what I can see. Chris Mirata also involved. There you see, there goes that 00 getting spun. Comes up, collects our biggest mover of the race so far. You saw one heading into the pits there. I'm not sure how bad they hit that pit wall, but they definitely were skating towards it. All right, here we go, down here into corner number 1 and 2. We're on board here with Kyler Wynn as we are exiting there. There comes the number 7 of Malik Ray, the 49 of Chris Melton. Well, we're under caution. Let's see who's all around here. All right. Well, not really seeing what the. I want to make sure we have permission to move people first before we, or to contact driver before we start doing that in weeks to come. We'll see how all this goes. Lap number 24. It's bringing out our second caution. As everybody's heading around here, keeping it kind of on the low side of the racetrack. Trying to save where they can and what they can. All right, lights are out. 23 laps to go. Let's see if we can keep it green the rest of the way here, folks, so we can have a nice, great race to the finish. But as we all know, that's not usually how Taladega happens. Well, let's see if we can get something open here. I always like to give some facts for the viewers that might be watching for the first time. All right. So, Taladega was opened in 1969 as the tri-oval that it still stands as today. We're getting green flag racing here as they come off of the tri-oval. But these corners that you see them go through.
Ready, green flag.
The trying to see where the banking is. There it is. So the turns are 33 degrees of banking. So when you see them up here on that bank, that is 33 degrees of banking. The tri-oval is at 16 and a half, and the straightaways are at 2 degrees. So this back stretch and the front short shoots almost that I want to call them are pretty much almost flat as they roll down here off of the turn 4. There you see now they go down to 2, then they pick back up there into that 16.9 or 16.5 degrees of banking as they head down here into corner number 1, going back down a little bit and then back up again as we're on board here with Malik Ray. You can see that banking as they head off here off of 2. And look how much those cars flattened out as they come down the backstretch out here. In the corner number 3 they go. Into James Wagoner Welding. Roughneck Racing. Madness Money. As they head on down through, off of the corner down here through the front straightaway. 20 laps to go, and if anybody was curious, now we got 4 wide there in the second row. That's going to be, can we get a hold of the drivers there as we see them there? They're 4 wide for a moment, and we missed it there to get the name, but they're still stacked up 3 wide as they head down the backstretch. Look at that picture there, folks, as they head on down through here. Almost 4 wide. Heading into corner number 3 as they are 4 wide there. 3rd row back. What racing do we got going on there? Look out. I wasn't sure if he had a hole or not, but he apparently made a hole. As now we're back 3 wide back here in about the 4th or 5th row there. As now they came back up there in the 3 wide formation. What racing going on as they were 4 wide coming down through some parts of that lap as we work on as we work on 19 to go now. As we head on down here through 1 and 2, back out onto that backstretch. See that AutoZone machine down there on the bottom side. Not sure what's up there on the top side. It's the 59 of Mark Vondell in 3rd right there. 3rd one back on the bottom lane. I'm trying to see as my eyes are not cooperating with me tonight as they're bouncing all over the place. And coming down here off of corner number 4. 3 wide. Now back to 2 wide as they come down here through the triangle, making it going to be 18 laps to go here for the James Wagoner Welding. And that should be replaced as well. Gully. I don't, the way these cars are lined out, or laid out, I don't think these are the Gen 6. I think these are the, oh, crap. Three wide as they head back off of the tri-oval across the stripe. 17 laps to go with Brian Hennings in the number 74 as your leader. Down here in the corner number 1 they go. Front to back, it is going to be Christopher Carter down there on the inside being pushed along by the 03 of Kenneth McAuliffe with Brian Hennings up here up on his outside in that middle lane, as I would call it right now, as they work down the backstretch here tonight. As there's 3 cars trying to get the side draft to work up there against that outside wall as they are pushing along up there clear against that 3rd lane, up there on that high side, seeing if they can bring themselves up there towards the front. Probably be helpful if they can get some help behind them, and there comes 2 more drivers to see if that is possible as we got Kyler dropping down there to the bottom side, and he's falling back some. Christopher Carter, though, what a race for him tonight. If he can hang on to it up here towards the front, up 23 positions right now in that 5th spot, or 3rd spot, I should say, for Christopher Carter. Down here, off up 2, down that backstretch. Hennings, Lee, Carter, down here in the corner number 3. That is your top 3. McAuliffe Jr., Mistrada, rounding out your top 5. Wandell, Eckert, Wynn, Maines. Morris Jr. will round out your top 10. Everybody, all of them look to be on the bottom side, single file as they head down here across the stripe, making it 15 laps to go here this evening. Hopefully everybody is enjoying the racing action as we bring it to you here tonight on the pole. And here we go, down here off two. Now we got one going up there to the high side. That's Brian Hennings, I believe, that went up high. He's dropping back. He might not have liked something he saw or felt as he dropped back here, up there into the clutches of the 62. Out on track, it's the 62. Not sure what it is on the scoreboard. That's the one tough thing with, if anybody knows about iRacing and how they kind of run things, with hosted sessions, they kind of assign drivers numbers, and if the driver has a favorite number picked, and normally it works out, but not always. If a driver enters and their favorite number is already picked, it will reassign them to the next lowest number that's in line. So it will start like at 1, 2, and whatever, and then it'll assign them a number somewhere along the way. So you may not end up with your preferred number, but that's why some of these cars are painted up differently than what the number on the scoreboard actually is saying. We got them 4 wide once again. Man, there's a lot of 4 wide racing here tonight. What action to see here on the pole. Great fun here tonight. Bringing it to you here in the booth is myself, Adam Fligger, bringing it down here in the corner number 1 they go with 13 laps to go now for the Roughneck Racing. James Wagoner Welding, Madness Money here on December 1st. Only about 25 days till Christmas. We're going to end up clicking it to 24 here at midnight. 24 days until Christmas. Can you believe it? Christmas time is coming. They head down here off of turn number 4, back out onto that front stretch. The holiday season is here. We get on down here off of turn number 4, down throw with that trial. We'll aim the corner number 1 once again. In this James Wagoner Welding machine of Chris Melton out there on the high side. I was getting worried there. I didn't know if he was having any help up there or not, because it seemed like everybody was just passing down there on the inside. But it does look like he's got a little bit of help as they come down the backstretch. There you see the secondary flagman here at Taladega, standing up there waiting to see if there's any cautions. And the reason why Taladega needs that is that it's a 2.5-mile racetrack. So it's a long ways around Taladega. So that's the other testament to the speed. They're putting in a 48 to 49 second lap time. That's to go 2.5 miles. Coming off of corner number 2, Matt Lee out front. Christopher Carter there in second, up 25 positions. Kenneth McAuliffe Jr., also a big mover here, as he is up 21 positions. Now they are up there on the top side of the, down there on the bottom side of the racetrack, leading 1 and 2. There in third is the 03 of, that is Kenneth McAuliffe there in third. Chase Mastrada up here on the high side in that number 3. Down in there in the bottom side in the 8/3. As Cody Nagels there in the 6/49, I believe, trying to get him to bring along that outside lane. As they start to do so, you see at 62. I'm trying to figure out who the 62 belongs to. I want to say it belongs to Nagels, but I'm not sure. Or no, it don't. Dang it, can get a little tough here calling the driver as they start to try their blocking moves again out of corner number 4. A couple of them shuffle down there below the yellow line. They're going to back it off and bring it back down there into a little bit farther back on the grid. And sometimes that can play out well, and other times it don't. Because you can go ahead and back off like that and anticipate a caution coming out. And other times you do that and no caution comes out because everybody keeps it clean. So just like anything, everything's a gamble. And I head on down here into corner number 3, back onto that back stretch. Or, sorry, I'm getting spun around here. Yeah, as we work here out of. Up, corner number 2. It is 3 wide as we go down that back stretch. And, oh no, they do get turned. There goes the 62 around up into the outside wall. And we had more drop down there to the bottom side. That's going to bring a caution out here with 8 to go. Chase Mastrada, Mark Vandal, or Vondel, sorry, not Vandal, Vondel. I see him just kind of get a little squirrely there up there at the front. And all they do is just have to get loose a little bit, and then it's just a train from there. They all skid down there through the track. So that was the, yeah, see, not having numbers matching is sometimes a little. Well, here's the 59 of Mark Vondal. As you see how tight that racing is, and we come down the backstretch, he gets a little bit of tap. Vondel taps the car there in front of him. He ends up down back end up against that bottom safe barrier. Brings it to rest down there on the bottom for a moment, and then gets it back underway. Now, I know here at On the Pole, we've had races to where we say that damage doesn't really factor in too much on certain tracks, but the slightest bit of damage to your aero package here at Taladega can be disastrous. You want them cars as clean and as straight as possible. They work there off of the pit roads. You'll see there the 49 of Chris Melton. They head on down there. And Trevor Awesomewath there now up there in second. Cody Nagel's there in second. Cody Nagel's there in first. Trevor Awesomewath there in second. Kenneth McCullough there in fourth. Now here's a new name up here towards the front. Renee Hasp is currently sitting in third. And the number 38 machine there tonight. So 6 laps to go. We'll probably go green with about 4 to go. Would be kind of be my presumption. With that being said, we'll be back here in just a moment.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. All
right. Back here at the racetrack, 5 laps to go as they cross the stripe. Lights are still on that pace machine. We'll see as when they come across that stripe if they do indeed go out. We're getting down here to the wire. Payouts for these drivers are on the line here tonight. Those payouts being $190 to first place, $135 to second place, $115 to third, $80 to fourth place. Fifth place will get $40. What a great night of racing it is. Here we work through 1 and 2, back onto that backstretch. Lights are out, so I was right with my perception. We're getting green with 4 laps to go here at Taladega. It's a wonderful night here on the Flicker Farm TV. So, I know we didn't catch earlier in the broadcast, but there you see temperature of the track is 136 degrees Fahrenheit. The ambient temperature outside is about 78 degrees Fahrenheit, 45% humidity, partly cloudy skies with 2-mile-per-hour winds. So, that was your weather forecast for the race, all race long here tonight. As we head on into corner number 3. Fred will get that pace car back down there on the pit lane. Hopefully we can keep it there and finish these last 4 laps out. We head on down through here. We said, I think that was our 3rd or 4th caution, our 3rd. That was only our 3rd caution, so we're not doing too terrible on cautions. I've seen worse. Oh, here we go, coming to that restart zone. They are down and away here. Green flag back out. 4 laps to go, and they all try to jump to that outside lane. This, like I said, this is something different here tonight that I've not seen. I've always seen Taladega run like Daytona, where everybody drops to the bottom side. But now I'm starting to see where drivers are starting to run that higher line. Almost prefer the higher line. I know here at Flicker Farm TV, yours truly kind of likes that outer line if I can get there. Well, preferably the middle lane. The middle lane is where I kind of like to be if I have the help. Otherwise, you're better off running the bottom because that's where your help's going to be most of the time. The other disadvantage I have, unlike these other drivers, is these drivers are running with a mirror, or they have the option of the mirror inside the car. And I only have one eye, so I can't see everything that I need to see. So I got to pay attention to where I'm pointed and kind of listen to what's around me. I can't really use that mirror, so a lot of drivers get nervous around me. But it all works out in the end. We all go out to have a good time. That's pretty much what we're here for. Down here in the corner number 3 goes the drivers as we are on board there with Cody Nagels. As we're watching up above, there comes the 82 of Kyler Wynn there through that middle line. Now back up there against that top lane. And whoa, what a move there out of that Toyota. Trying to see whose number that is. That M&M just shot to the top side as we were heading through here, through the tri-oval here with 2 to go now as they cross the stripe. So cross flags there as they come across or not cross flags. Cross flags is halfway. He held up two flags there as they come across the stripe. I'm getting my signals crossed here in my head. Oh, boy. Keeping it 3 wide there. They're coming through. Next flag will end it as we're on the final lap. They did cross that line. So next flag, whether it be caution or not, we're going to race it to the line. As Christopher Carter out there in front, up 26 positions. Kenneth McAuliffe Jr. up 24, up there in fourth, up 20 positions. As they are all snaking through, trying to find their dancing partner, as it were. As, oh no, the 12 gets loose, the 3 gets loose. We got more problems. And, oh no, there goes, oh man, what a race there that was going on there for the drivers up front. But now we got them all wrecking 3 wide down here off of 4. As we head through the tribal, now they've got more people scattered, more wrecking. And who's going to come out in third as now the 12 goes around? That's going to open the door up. Now we're front to back. And oh no, another one down there through. And who's it going to be at the line? They're going to say it with Ethan Eckert. Up 19 positions there from the end, or from the off of turn number 4. What a craziness finish that was. See if we can see where Eckert was at the time this all started going down. So this is coming to the flag here at the end of the race. So Eckert is actually clear back here toward the back of the pack as he works down here through turns 3 and 4. You see him back here, that orange car, that orange number 12, right there behind the 8. He's going to have a mess in front of him. He's going to have to weave his way through it. As they head down here into corner number 3. Here comes the first disaster. He sees it, going to try to stay low and pray that he doesn't get hit. He gets through that, ends up there up on the higher side now as he gets there behind the 9, gives the 9 a shove. Pushes the 9 along. Gets around the 6. Now he's going to drop down, and that 9's going to come down, and he's going to come across the nose of the 12, and that's going to put the 12 across the finish lane in first. Wow, what a finish there. Let's go ahead and see if we can get the the results up. Oh, here's our results. We got Cody Nagels there in first, Austin Green second, Chase Mastrada there third, Mark Wandell in fourth, Matt Lee there fifth, Malik Ray there in sixth, Daniel Falkingham there in seventh, Trevor Oswanarth there in eighth, Edward Fieldler there in ninth, Renee Hasp there finishing 10th, Ron Morris Jr. finishing 11th, with Joshua McAuliffe there in 12th, Christopher E. Carter 13th, Garrett Maines there in 14th, Kenneth McAuliffe there in 15th. Kyler Wynn there in 16th. Chris Melton 17th. 18th is going to go to James Wagoner. Richard Elliott there in 19th. Ethan Eckert finishing the night in 20th. Brian Hennings there in 21st. Dawson Lies there in 22nd. Tucker McLendon there in 23rd. Landon Valique there in 24th. Sierra Klumpet there in 25th. Austin Trumbley there in 26th. And Matt Baker in 27th. 28th is myself, Justin Hollings there in 29th. Kenneth Reel. Those drivers must not have taken the flag either. Great job here by all those drivers involved. Let's see who we got here. Aha. All right. We have Austin Green as our third place finisher. Good evening, Austin. How's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing fairly well. Let's hopefully, yeah, that's working great. Just have to make sure that audio's set because sometimes it kicks it out. So, great racer, crazy finish there coming to the line.
Yeah, it certainly was. I didn't realize that we were coming to the white flag the lap before, and I basically was already in the red from pushing Cody. So I was just hoping to make it without blowing up, and then once things started getting crazy, it just kind of got wild there off turn 4. But I mean, I don't know. I dodged a couple of wrecks, and then coming to the line, they started spinning in front. I really didn't think I was going to end up finishing third, but glad it worked out that way.
Well, sometimes the dominoes literally just fall here at Taladega, as we saw here. It's it's definitely a trait of Taladega almost, to where you could see just mayhem coming off of turn 4 here on iRacing.
Yeah, it's the way it goes with a lot of these super speedways, it seems like. I feel like, I don't know, usually I think the next gens are maybe a little bit more calm. It's kind of everybody setting up for their final runs off of turn 4. But that just wasn't the way it was. You just had, I mean, up front, they were going at it, Ethan and Dawson, for the lead. Garrett made a crazy save initially in the tri-oval that probably kept me from getting cleaned out, but then he ended up getting turned anyway. It was madness coming to the line.
Most definitely, and I must say there was a few parts of the race that seemed kind of madness as well, because we're seeing 4 wide racing in a few parts of the race here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I think I missed out on most of it, at least what happened early on. I missed the start, but got up there at one point, and I actually saw people physically backing out because it looked like they were going to wreck. They were, I don't know if, I don't really know what it was, but the lines were just checking up. And yeah, like you said, there was 3 and 4 wide checking up. So people were just trying not to run into the back of each other. I think it ended up causing a couple wrecks, but luckily we didn't get involved in any of them. So for once it was fun to be a part of the 4 wide, but not be involved in the chaos that followed it.
Well, like I said, it happened quite a few times, and we got some great shots of it here on the broadcast. So anybody that wants to go back to watch it later, you can definitely do so. But who's your sponsors? Who's your shout outs you have here tonight?
Well, first off, got to thank the boys that I was running with tonight, Nightmare Esports. Let me come and hang out with them. Always McCullough Motorsports. They're still the home team. I've been taking a little bit of a break, but 100% if I still get behind one of those guys, I'm working with them. But besides that, we had Preferred Electric Construction on the car. Thanks to them for everything that they do. And thanks to you for putting on the broadcast. Thanks to Roughneck Racing for all they do, putting on the series. And I think that's about it.
It's definitely a pleasure here to watch you guys go at it. And I think if I saw correctly, pretty decent payout for the 3rd place as well tonight.
Now, hopefully, man, we'll see.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations on 3rd place, and hopefully we'll see you in the next Money Madness race.
Absolutely. Thanks, boss.
Whoop.
There we go.
Alrighty. Well, yep, we got screechy tires there as I'm trying to get myself situated. I'm moving the wrong person around. Let's see here. We got Cody Nagels there. And I gotta find. Good evening, Cody. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Oh, sorry if I startled anybody over there with me moving myself around.
Oh, you're good.
Sure, a few of them aren't quite used to hearing tires screeching.
I kind of like that sound effect. That was pretty cool.
Well, my friends definitely, the friends I have on Discord, they definitely don't forget that it's me joining.
I bet not. That was a pretty good race.
It was a great race, and kind of take us through your night. Did you have a strategy coming in tonight that kind of played out, or was it just pretty much like the same old thing? Survive till the end.
You got to survive till the end with no fast repairs. Had my team running with me at Nightmare Esports, and we needed to put together a good run tonight. And I don't know what's going to happen with Ethan, so we'll have to see if he gets P1 or if he gets the EOL. But I mean, unofficially, it's me, Austin, Chase. I mean, it's a Nightmare lockout with Matt Lee and P5, so can't really complain with how the team finished. And it's good to see Mark Vondel P4, just seeing that. Good run for Vondi. But yeah, the good guys get one back.
You guys definitely had a great run there tonight. And You have sponsors or shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I want to thank Friend Real Estate on the car. Martin Sports now is changing over to Icon Apparel, Extra Life, and when I get a chance to, I've got to make some paint schemes for Phelps County Bank. You'll start seeing a baby blue paint scheme out there. New job, employee owned, 100% employee owned, and I am now an employee owner of the bank. So got to give them a big shout out for giving me a chance.
Alrighty. Well, congrats on second here tonight, and dodging all that craziness coming to the line.
Yep. And also want to give you a shout out for doing the broadcast, and everyone at Nightmare Esports. Can't forget you guys.
Alrighty. Well, congrats again on second place, and hopefully we'll see you again as well in more of these Money Madness races.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Alrighty. Alright, that was Cody Nagels finishing their second. See if we can get with Eckert here. Good evening, Eckert. How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Well, craziness ensued as you were coming to the line. Yeah, from what my standpoint, it looked like I don't know drivers that well here because of the way it being hosted. The numbers don't match the cars really. So trying to find the drivers' names to match them up with the cars is a little tricky. So I don't know who
It was Dawson.
I wasn't quite sure who was in front of you. But they were doing. It looked like they were doing all they can to block you, and then you kind of got the nose underneath, and they thought they still had room and come down across the nose.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Really, the only thing I'm worried about is if they make sure they still give me my spot, because that got me a speeding on pit road penalty. Because like I was trying not to hook him, because I mean I like Dawson, he's a good guy, and I didn't want to hook him. I wanted to still make sure he would like finish and not get completely killed out of it, and I ended up going a little bit too low and went into pit road. That ends up putting me back to like 20th, and I should have the win there. So I'm not really sure. Last week or a few weeks ago, I don't remember what happened, but yeah.
Yeah, I know they said they were talking about it, or there was some discussion to be had. So hopefully, fingers crossed, you keep a hold of it. I mean, you did a great job dodging everything. They just get up into that spot.
Oh, dude, I have no clue how that was even possible, being completely honest with you. I came from like 20th, and I had like 2.5 minutes of damage, and I'm just kind of surprised that I even cashed out of it, let alone won.
Well, Taladega, it's unpredictable. You never, they always say Taladega and Daytona, they're always anybody's race.
Yeah.
Anything can happen, especially coming through the last turns.
I mean, yeah. The whole reason I was back there in the first place was because there's been some stuff going on between certain people. I'm not gonna name stuff. If they know, they know. And I was just kind of trying to keep my nose clean and stay out of all that tonight and be there at the end. But that kind of didn't happen the way I wanted it to, and yeah. But I mean, still, it worked out in the end, so I'm happy.
Well, they say sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, I mean, you aren't kidding.
Who's your sponsors or shout-outs you want to give here tonight for helping you get into that victory lane?
I want to shout out to you for broadcasting it, Doug for putting all this on. I love this promotion, being completely honest with you, with all the bonuses and stuff he throws up out of his own pocket. That's awesome to race with. PBG with Logan York and Tucker, Nathan Harper, and Freddie. They're always a big help in money racing with me. And that's about it.
Alrighty, well, congrats on your victory, and we'll see you hopefully in another Money Madness. And they definitely tonight definitely was madness.
Oh, 100%. I'll be back. Don't worry.
Alrighty, enjoy that victory.
Yep. Have a good night.
You too. So that was Ethan Eckert, our winner. opposing review, though, as you heard, as coming through part of the racetrack there, he did dip a little low, kind of got below the commitment cone to pit road. So that race controller's kind of looking at that to see. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll get the win and all works out. But thank you all for joining us here at On the Pole. We brought to you another Money Madness race here tonight. Everybody, enjoy your evening. Hopefully, everybody's recovering from their Thanksgiving turkey and is ready for. Unfortunately, tomorrow's Monday, so it starts the work week for a lot of folks out there. So take it easy, enjoy the rest of your night, and congrats again to the top 3 drivers: Eckert, Nagels, and Green. We'll see you around. Thank you so much for watching.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.